It's outrageous. Ahsoka would have never been useful to Sidious, while Barriss has turned to the dark side, therefore could become an asset after the war. Having said that, it's common for dead row criminals are incarcerated for a while before their execution is scheduled. She could just be waiting for that. You think Palpatine was gonna execute someone he knows blew up the Jedi Temple? That's a free pawn right there. Sadly, we will never get to find out who this guy was or, more importantly, whether any sort of tragedy ever befell him. Somehow Plagueis won't return. It's not a story Disney Plus would tell you. In Falling Down, 1993, the Uzi used by one of the gangsters in the drive-by shooting has rubber bands holding down the secondary grip safety so it's easier to shoot. Blind watched this movie years ago without ever hearing about it. Still resides as one of my favorite movies. Good detail. As someone who shoots, I have a high appreciation for a movie that gets firearm setups correct. I just watched Counterattack in Netflix and in the entire movie, the sniper has the scope on backwards. Drove me nuts. Check this gem out, just picked it up at a pawn shop. PS4 DA 1000A dev kit. Have they found a way to reactivate these with Homebrew yet? The dev kits are pretty much a paperweight, they expire if they don't phone home regularly and they are blocked by Sony when they do. Those things are beefy. Used to have one chained to my desk way back when before they were even announced. I like the metal case they made for them and would have loved to buy one in that form factor for at home. Not practical at all OFC, I just like the weight. I don't understand it. See, Star Wars is weird in the sense that most planets do not have multiple secular governments. That's how you get the Queen of Naboo, one ruler for one planet. The issue with doing large-scale sci-fi or fantasy is that the writers either choose not to or do know how to depict the scale of a conflict as massive as a galaxy-spanning war. Did Yarael Poof do something wrong? He ordered calamari pizza. Why make a long-neck Jedi if you're not going to show it get decapitated like that Screenwriting 101? What gaming crime you regularly do? I steal everything no matter if I'm a good or bad character, or I save before murdering people that piss me off. Hoard all consumable items until the end and never use them. Saving before killing someone for looking at me weird, just to prove my dominance in the multiverse. I save scum too. All the time. Even in game modes that preclude save scumming like survival mode in Fallout 4. I don't have the time in my life to lose tons of progress in a game. Does Darth Vader still have a functioning penis? He has a prosthetic one, that ignites like a lightsaber. Midi-chlorians are stored in the balls. No, he was balls deep in lava. All gone. That's also why Luke was so important. No more kids after that. New images from the world of John Wick, ballerina. It's funny how Norman Reedus holds a gun always the same way as he does in The Walking Dead. What an awkward title. Well, if it isn't Sam Porter Bridges delivering some hoop ass with a shotgun. People always talk about Rock, Ryan Reynolds etc. play the same char, but no one mention Norman Reedus is just Daryl incidentally crossover into other movie. What makes Studio Ghibli special can never be replicated by AI. Just look at Princess Mononoke. If a producer can leverage AI to make movie that's 40% as good for 60% of the cost, they will. Every time. Imo, the real issue is that a large portion of the modern audience either doesn't care or doesn't know about AI consuming everything. What are some scenes where Dwight is the normal one in the room? The most immediate one that comes to mind is when he and Ryan are conspiring out in the parking lot on how to take down Jim, and all of Ryan's suggestions are too psychotic even for Dwight. LOL. Not everything is a lesson, Ryan. Sometimes you just fail. When Michael is jump-starting a car the wrong way and Dwight pans the camera to himself and shakes his head no. LOL. Has anyone else seen a copy of Prisoner of Azkaban like this? My aunt gave it to me back in '99 and I can't find any other copies. I need the new Harry Potter book for the twins. Miranda Priestley, Devil Wears Prada. A quick reverse Google image search show these selling from $750 to $4,000 to $5,000. Pretty neat. If you look at the bottom of the cover it says Advanced Reader's Edition. Make it make sense. Hypocrisy is a part of Negan's entire personality. Shown to be the case many times. He never tries to kill Carl in the comics, so as usual it's the show muddying things up for no reason. David Wallace, the truest friend and companion of Michael professionally and personally, sort of. When Michael said, "I think you're a good guy too," that cut me deep. David Wallace was an absolute gem. David Wallace represents the best years of The Office. He is a source of comfort and an ideal boss. He feels like order in a reckless world. So when he wasn't part of the show, the world was in shambles and The Office didn't really feel like a comfort show. Still enjoy it all, but the Wallace years are the wonder years. My favorite Wallace moment is when Michael's telling him about the problems with Charles and communication issues. He says something like, "After all these years with the company, it's not right that you're ignoring me and canceling an important party for me." You can see Wallace in real time change his mind and agree with Michael. It says a lot about a person in a powerful position when they listen to subordinates and keep an open mind during discussions. Like and subscribe.